What's up, everyone? I'm Marcus Greaves. It's a big week for many former college athletes trying to impress NFL coaches, executives, and scouts. The scouting combine is happening in Indianapolis, and many of the top prospects will be working out for NFL teams. They're also talking with reporters. Here's a look at some of those press conferences featuring players with ties to the state of Georgia.
Yeah. Georgia taught me how to be a pro. It taught me how to excel on and off the field and how to get here. So that's what I say I learned from Georgia. I ain't know that. You just told me something new. Nah, that's crazy though. That's a blessing to be called that. For real, that's nice. Thank you. Yeah.
Mykel, being compared to Jalon Walker over in Georgia, did that help you, or did you get tired of hearing that?
No, I mean I ain't really. It was a great comparison, but I ain't really think much of it. Like he's himself, I'm myself. Both of us got to go out there and play and perform the same. So I really ain't invest too much into it.
You watched tape of him though. I mean, what made him special? What attributes do you think he bring that Trayvon brought in his career?
Yeah, Trayvon was special because how big he was and how fast he could move. He was very position versatile, like myself. I'm very position versatile, so that's why I think the comparison comes from. But yeah, that's what made him special, like how he could move and the things he could do with his size.
Last 1 million, a lot of people talk about your hands and your ability to hand fight. Where does that come from? And is that something you constantly work on, or is that something you just kind of already got in your game?
Yeah, so that's constantly work. That came from like when I'm a freshman working with Chuck Smith and now these new guys like BT Jordan and all the different pass rush coaches that I work with. So Sack Sensei, all those guys. So that's where that come from.
How familiar are you with Apple Carter, and how do you maybe compare and contrast again?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Abdul. Yeah, he's a great player. He's a hell of a rusher, hell of a player. Now he's more of an OLB backer, and I'm more of a DN. It's up to them. It's not my decision. If they pick me, I'd be happy to be a Packer.
Mykel, during this session right now, there are 4 guys in the state of Georgia play high school ball. What's about Georgia high school?
Georgia got the best ball, man. Ain't no question. Like that's why we here. You feel me? Georgia produced the best athletes, the best football players. Yes, sir. Just how to rush. We break down the pass rush from different aspects, and we just try to improve my game slowly but surely. Haven't had an official weight, but I was 265.
You doing all the drills?
No, sir. I would do most of my things at pro day. I did.
What would you say separates you from guys in your position?
My position versatility, all the things I'm able to do at my size, and exactly that. Yes, sir. Because, I played injured this whole year, so coming off my ankle, I decided to take the first 2-3 weeks to rest my ankle and try to get it back up under me. So that delayed my training. So I got a late jump, so that's why I'm going pro day instead of combine. Yes, sir. Huh? No, sir. This is the healthiest I've been all year.
Where you been training?
Proactive out in Thousand Oaks, California.
How would you describe the journey with the ankle injury? It hurt the first game, having to deal with that all year long?
Yeah, it lingered the whole year. I never was healthy. I actually re-injured it multiple times throughout the year. I didn't practice until Texas game. I was messed up pretty bad. Sir? Yeah, I did. Hell of a coach. Man, I loved it. I loved him.
So you were playing on a bad ankle all season long?
All season.
So what were you doing? Attending meetings and then?
Yeah, attending meetings, going to treatment. After meetings, I was going to treatment trying to rehab my ankle the whole practice.
And then what happened on Saturday? They tape you up and?
Oh yeah, tape me up and I'm out there playing.
Okay. What percent do you think you still?
The whole season?
Yeah.
Less than 70, less than 60.
So what is 100% Mykel Williams bring?
We're gonna see. Extremely, especially dealing with the media and how you guys try to portray things. So it's extremely frustrating. Like y'all guys not knowing the full story. So.
What's been the feedback from your coaches when they find out that you have that one?
Yeah, they love it. They see I got that dog in me.
What are you trying to tell the NFL? Like, you want to tell that to the NFL teams?
Yes, sir.
So they understand what they're like, and how do you do that? When you're meeting?
Basically, just go into the depth of my injury and let them make their mind up on how they feel about it.
What can you tell me about your former teammate, Ivey?
Oh Yeah, Taki, man, that's my brother. That's a dog, man. He's probably he a real leader. Like he's one guy that's always been consistent, always been the same. So.
Been asked a lot about teams you met with, were they transformed? And if so, what stood out?
I did, and how they run their meeting. They're very different.
How are they different?
They're just different, man. Okay, I ain't telling you.
It's been a great experience so far, Got to meet, different players from around the country, really see how the draft process goes. Because, before you only really see it on TV, but, now you get to see, what goes on behind the scenes. And, it's been great. The biggest way, probably interviews, getting used to it, kind of getting a feel for, the type of things they're going to ask you. Just interviews, I would say. I feel like I had a pretty good Senior Bowl. I was able to do a lot of things, show my versatility. Rush the passer, cover the back out the backfield, and then play the run. So I feel like I did pretty good. Yeah, it's real special for sure, especially to play at Georgia, being from Georgia, my dream growing up. So to be able to grow up and do that, play between the hedges, it was great. Yeah, that's the plan. You said what? Yeah, I have. Formal. Yeah. Nah, it mean a lot, I got some, not good teammates, but I got a good teammate there, Tyke, so, to be joined back with him again, it'll be good. Could you say it louder? Yeah, I talked to a lot of them. Quay was a big help, Nakobe, Nolan, just a couple of them boys that was there for my freshman year. So I talked to them about it, and then, they gave me a lot of good advice. Yeah, to play for UGA and then go to the Falcons, it'd be crazy, staying in state. But I'm going to be happy wherever I go regardless, though. No. Nah, I wouldn't say nothing stood out particular. It was all good. It was all good, getting to meet them and talk to them. Nah, it wasn't nothing crazy.
Your family's from the Ivory Coast?
Yeah.
Do you have any connections back to the old country? Have you ever gone back to visit there?
Nah, I think I probably went back when I was 2, or when I was a baby somewhere, when I was too young to really know what was going on for real. But I plan on going back eventually though. But I can't say I remember being back over there.
Not at age 2 or anything. What stories do your families tell about life there or things like that?
I don't know. I don't really ask about it too much. I probably got to. I probably should. But I haven't really asked about it too much.
Well, it's a little bit of a different question, but NIL being such a big part of the college landscape now.
Mm.
How, in any way does that change or affect the locker room inside Georgia this past year?
It really didn't have any effect at all. Coach Smart does a good job bringing the right guys in. And, the recruits does a good job bringing the right guys in. So it didn't really affect anything at all. It was kind of the same. Every team's different, so I'm not gonna say it's the same locker room as the year before, but it was the same vibe to it. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I did a good job of showing that. By the way I was moving around, by the way I was covering, I was able to show that I was healthy. Moving good again.
What about Georgia has 14 players here at the combine, second most. What do you think that says about the program and the talent you got for you?
I feel like it shows the development that Coach Smart and the staff does, and it's a testament to the players too. Working hard to accomplish their dreams. Yeah. Dan, one of the hardest workers I done played with, and then really one of the best players I done played with too, though. So it was a surprise to me that he wasn't invited. I was disappointed just because that's somebody you see, because you see how hard he works and you see the story he had and where he came from. So you just want to see him succeed. So I was kind of disappointed he wasn't here, but I know Dan. I know how he works though. He's gonna like be able to make the best of this opportunity. You said what? I feel like mental toughness and my ability to like shake back, because I had a couple injuries, so the way I shook back, I came back better after every surgery I done had, and I feel like that's a hard thing to do. So I feel like not too many people could have came back and played the way I played after what I went through. So I feel like that's kind of what sets me apart from other players in the class. Yeah. I've been healthy since I came back to Tennessee week, so it's not really any injury concerns. Just the competitor he is, because Dan came to Georgia as a walk-on, so for him to work and like turn into the player he is today, like he wasn't always the player he was today, but like he worked into that though. Like some guys are just born with that talent, but Dan's a hard-working guy, and then I feel like work ethic is one of those things that keeps you in the league. So a guy that works as hard as Dan, I feel like that's they're missing that. And Dan's a real, I feel like he's a culture builder, because like he pulls people around him and he pulls guys up with him. Just in the team in general, or like you asking for like the team in general? I mean, it's a lot of guys. Like I probably forget some guys, just listing them off, but some of the guys I say, C.J. Allen, Raylan, of course. Those guys come from the back room. Chris Cole, Q, Gabe, KJ. Y'all seen KJ flash a lot as a freshman. It's a lot of guys, man. One guy I'm really excited about, Jaden Riddell. I feel like he's gonna do big things coming up. Lawson, Delp. So it's a lot of guys. I'm probably forgetting a couple, but just off the top of my head, that's some of them. Yeah, Gabe Harris, yeah. You said who? Yeah. That's what I was saying. There's probably some names I was going to forget, but yeah, Jonah, yeah, he's going to stand out too. So there's a lot of guys in that team that's like excited for their chance to show it. I feel like it showed his toughness. It showed his like care for the team. A lot of guys would have tried to sit it down and shut it down or like sit it out, but he kept playing. Kept trying to help the team accomplish their goals. So I feel like that just shows the type of team player he is. Like last season or just in my career in general? Last season, not too often. I missed like 3 games down the middle, but the first couple games of the season, and then when I came back to Tennessee I was healthy. I feel like it was the way we practice, because the way we practice kind of made the games easier, and it kind of showed, it kind of like if you weren't competitive going into Georgia, it brought that competitiveness out, or else you weren't going to be able to last. So I feel like the way we practice and then just the way the program was ran, I feel like it was ran like in a professional style, so it kind of helps translate good to the league. It's been a lot, but off the top of my head, I'd probably say Brock Bowers. It was a couple things. We probably didn't end the season out the way we wanted to. My junior season with the loss to Bama in the SEC championship, and then I had a couple lingering injuries. I kind of wanted to just get straightened out before this whole process. So it was kind of an easy decision for me. It wasn't really nothing that was a hard decision. He does a lot. Coach Suma does a lot. Like there's a lot of stuff, even in the interviews or even in the draft prep, that like he told me about like my sophomore year or like my freshman year, that like I'm realizing like it was true. So he did a lot for me. Coach Suma like family. I knew Coach Suma since I was like 15, and I'm 22 now, so that's 7 years. So I've been with him for like a long time. So like he's someone I'm definitely gonna miss. I'm definitely gonna keep in touch with him for sure. And he did a lot for me throughout the process. It'd be great. Tyke's a great competitor. He's a great teammate too. So to be with him again, it would be good. I feel like he's gonna get a competitor. I feel like all the physical attributes you can see on tape, but just the stuff you can't see on tape, like somebody who's mentally tough, can't really be broken, a competitor, a smart communicator, a real team player. I didn't really say I try to model after anybody. I maybe like pick small things from different people's games, but as far as modeling, I kind of just try to play my own game and then like be myself. But Fred Warner, I feel like something we got in common is like our pass coverage and our ability to affect the game in the passing game and the coverage. Yeah, I feel like against the run we kind of both play the run good, but with the pass though, Jay Walk's a real good pass rusher though, and then I feel like with me in the pass coverage game, like I had a lot of success covering tight ends on third downs, and then just throughout the downs on during the game. So I feel like with his pass rushing ability and my pass coverage ability, I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand for third downs. Individual opponent, I would probably say Jalen Miro whenever we played him in the Alabama game. I know a lot of people kind of got doubts about him as a player, but that night when we played him, he was definitely one of the best players on the field. Just how athletic he was, We kind of tried to force him to beat us as a passer, and then at times in the game he did that. So just how athletic he was and how he was able to create plays. Really my teammates there, and then just the locker room. Just small things like that you probably wouldn't expect. Just my teammates in the locker room, I would say.
You miss the media?
Nah, not too much, nah.
Let me ask you, what was your welcome to Georgia moment? When you came in, who knocked you down, put you in your place, and let you know you were playing a different level?
Welcome to Georgia moment. I gotta think. I don't know. I don't think it was no really welcome to Georgia moment as far as like on the field. Maybe like my first time getting yelled at by Coach Smart, I was kind of like, damn, like he take this shit serious. But
Is that the hot mic moment you were talking about when you called home?
It was one of the times I called home. It wasn't that one though. He got me later on during the season though. But it was spring. He had got onto me one time, and then I just kind of wasn't really used to it. But throughout the years, I learned like that's just how he coaches. That's his coaching style, and like you learn to love him.
Who was the toughest guy you went up against on the Georgia offensive line? Maybe when you were younger, maybe later. Who would you say was that toughest guy you faced?
When I was younger, not necessarily younger, but my sophomore year and junior, I'd probably say Mims, but another player would be Tate. So Mims and Tate probably be the best two offensive linemen.
As far as running backs, any Georgia running backs that were particularly slippy, you go back on that hard time with?
Man, they were all good, like in their own way. So you had Dejon, Kendall, my sophomore year, Cook and Zeus, my freshman year, Kenny. This past year, Nate, Trevor. So it was.
You can only pick one. You're making a team.
I couldn't. You can't pick one because they all like good in different things. Like you really can't pick one for real.
Man, it all starts with my dad being a college football coach. He started his tenure way before I was born, but I was born in Conway, South Carolina. He was the defense coordinator at Coastal Carolina. So him being there for 13 years and next stint at Western Carolina for a year, and then started his next stint as head coach at Catawba College in Salisbury, North Carolina as a head coach. That's 12 years. And then fortunate enough, my mom lives there, and that's how our story started. So it was really easy transition from being at home in South Carolina to moving to North Carolina because all my family was already there to begin with.
A lot of people have you in mock drafts going to the Panthers.
Right.
What would that mean to you to play for, like, was that the team you're growing up, or what did it mean to you?
Right. It's a great opportunity just to stay at home. My family's there. I don't have many family members that don't live in North Carolina or South Carolina, so it'd be a great opportunity for me to go to the Carolina Panthers.
Jalen, you're a very versatile guy on defense. Would you like to be used as more of that chess piece guy that bounces all around in the NFL, or would you like that?
I feel like I'm better at being that chess piece. I feel like playing multiple positions, at being an inside backer, outside backer, and sometimes playing that nickel star Sam, that position, I mean, that increases my value and increases the team value as well, just because you never know where I'll be at in the game plan for that week. A lot. A lot of teams want me to still be in that position of playing multiple positions for their club, so I'm excited for it. Right. Coming in, Nolan Smith was my older brother. Him being that leader of that team for the Georgia defense in 2022, meant everything for me. So his guidance and his mentoring throughout the years was great for me, and I really appreciate him very much. I do. Just for the person and player he is, he's a relentless player, and I feel like we're wired from the same place. Right. I know time is the enemy, and you don't get a lot of it. So my time at Georgia, I had a plan for going into my junior year to make sure I'm in this position by the end of the year. And so taking my preparation through the preseason and going towards the training and attacking it with all efforts and attacking the playbook and making sure I'm in the best environment for myself to set myself up for success going into the season. Excuse me? It's like no other. You're not going to get a more passionate coach that cares about you in all realms in anything. He gives his all every day. You won't see him with a down day at Georgia, and I appreciate all his guidance and his love that he gave for me, and especially for everybody here from University of Georgia. It don't matter if you a coach, staff member, player. You could be a guest at the practice. Just best believe if you're on that hot mic, it's for a reason. So I've been on that hot mic plenty of times. I don't. I mean, if I did, I'll tell you we'll be here for hours. So. I haven't. I haven't spoken with the Saints yet. I'm a ball player, so just being on the field is my favorite position. I mean, just being everywhere, you just don't know. That anticipation of being at the outside backer one snap, and then being the inside backer in one snap, and then being a star the next snap, it gives me the comfort of that they don't know what element of surprise is going to hit them next. So. Man, a tomahawk steak. Yes. I feel like I played with plenty, so.
Have teams asked you weirder questions than that? Or what's the weirdest question you've been asked in an interview?
Man, I haven't gotten any weird questions, but I surely was prepared for it. That's probably like the weirdest one I've got about the food, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I do plan on attending the draft. I feel like that opportunity for me and my family is very big and special because many players don't get that opportunity to do so. And sitting there, going to Green Bay, having the opportunity to walk out there and greet the commissioner is like no other. So, a great player. I feel like Damon will do a great job of being at Missouri. I know his hard work ethic. I know the way he attacks things. I feel like he'll be squared away at Missouri. Right. It's great to have a lot of NFL friends, and in that sake, all the University of Georgia guys that were here the year before, getting guidance from them of what to expect and how the schedule's going to be set up, and who you're going to talk to, and how everything's going to be set up. So with their guidance and things like that, I feel great.
Have you met with the Panthers?
I have.
How'd that meeting go over the first time?
I think it went well.
How was it to play?
I haven't.
When you look at your game, what would you say is the biggest area of improvement that you'll become, like a star?
I feel that my biggest improvement throughout the year is just me just being on the field. I mean, it was a big growth gap from my sophomore year to my junior year, but I feel like my rush game has improved throughout my 3 years at Georgia.
Have you met with the Raiders?
I haven't met with the Raiders. Oh, I have met with the Raiders. You're correct. Yeah, I have. It was well.
Talk to me about Brock Bowers. Tell me about what you saw from him last year. That was this historic rookie season. Do you have any good practice battles?
Yeah, me and Brock, I mean, crazy enough, me and Brock had class together. So we would drive back. I would drive, me and him, drive back to the facility together. And I mean, he's a great guy, great individual, just not on the football field, but as a person. I feel like his success at the Raiders is no surprise just because I know the way he worked at Georgia. I just know the way he's wired. He's different to begin with.
How would you describe your game?
Different. You know, you're not going to find a lot of guys that will be at 4 positions in one series. So I feel that makes me the different chess piece that no one else can compare to. My time at Salisbury High School meant a lot to me, just because I had all my family members be at every game, near or far, for any sport, basketball, track, they were there. And the way that Salisbury High School was already connected with my family, I just felt like being there built a bigger power of being there at Salisbury High School as well.
You won a national title, but Dawkins told us in the Senior Bowl it's tougher to win an SEC championship than it is to win a national title. Can you put that into perspective and what this year meant for you to win that title?
Right, winning the SEC championship, I do believe it's hard to win the national championship, just because winning that SEC starts week 1. You have to work day in, day out for that SEC championship, because there's, like you see in the playoff, there's multiple teams in the SEC that compete in the playoffs. So just having that, so many contenders for playoff contenders, the SEC is where the talent is, and I feel like the SEC is a lot to deal with throughout the season. So. I have. I feel like it was well. I feel like the conversations for them is wanting me to be at outside linebacker role, and I feel like whatever they do, they'll make the best decision for their club. It's been a long week, so I mean, I wish I could tell you.
Jalon, will you be a full participant tomorrow in terms of on-field drills and on-field testing?
I'm not. I mean, we'll be waiting for a pro day or a later date to compete.
Jalon, who's the toughest guy you went up against Georgia? I asked Mykel a minute ago about his welcome to the Georgia moment. He talked about Browder putting him on his ass. Who did that to you when you came in?
Man, I have to say my first welcome to Georgia moment was me being a mid-year and going against Zamir White. So I'm sitting there, and we have a thing called thud. So he comes running through the hole 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm sitting there like, oh my God, there he goes. So he came about so quick. So I feel like that was my welcome to Georgia moment.
Jalon, what do you think are the top 5 linebackers in the game?
I can't even say, just because it's different for me, because I deem different players as linebackers. So and I might not deem myself as a linebacker myself. So who knows? I just play the game to the fullest. So. For the reason I'm going there, I do anything just to get to Green Bay. I don't know much about Green Bay, but just because the draft is being held there, I can't wait to get down there. So. Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly, just hearing those names, just being in North Carolina, those names speak wonders. And of course, Thomas Davis being a former UGA Bulldog, we made that connection earlier in my recruitment, and ever since then, we've been growing ever since. So. I don't know about the possibility of playing them. I don't know what the Eagles will do for them, but I got the opportunity to head down to the Super Bowl and got to cheer those guys on, and I do talk to them very often. I feel like all the Georgia guys stick together so well that when we see each other, there's no long distance or anything like that.
So Cincinnati was my first meeting. That went really well, very knowledgeable, really good meeting. But I think my biggest thing is just being versatile, being able to move around, being able to line up inside, outside, in the box, being able to understand the defense and communicate. I think that's my biggest strength.
Basically, every mock draft has you going 13-0.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any meetings with Miami yet? And what would your thoughts be on possibly living in South Beach?
Yeah, I met with Miami yesterday. Great meeting, great coaching staff. And really, I haven't really been paying attention to any of the mock drafts. I've just been kind of here putting in work and the rest of fall where it may.
Have you met with the Panthers?
Yes, sir.
How did that meeting go? What do you think about playing in Carolina?
It went really good. I'll be lucky to play anywhere, so I just want to play anywhere.
How do you think you can help a team who's struggling like they are?
Yeah, I think I could just come in and, bring that juice, be able to move around, be a chess piece, so to speak, so you can move me around, and I think I can add value.
Everyone says
Yes, sir. I just want to compete. I'm here to compete. There's a bunch of great guys here, a bunch of talented guys, and I just want to go out there and compete with them.
Everyone talks about being that chess piece. Is versatility a key part in this? Being able to kind of go wherever you want to go, rather than just kind of be stuck in one spot, just be good at one thing?
I think it helps. It creates value not for yourself, but also just for the defense. I think when you're able to plug yourself in different situations, you can bring other people in to play as well, and I think that's a huge part.
Malaki, we're seeing in recruiting now, seeing some dudes want to go two-way like Travis Hunter. You would have been a candidate for that with your high school. When you think back, would you have ever wanted to be a two-way player at the college level? Do you think we'll see a lot more guys trying to do what Travis did?
It would have been fun. My college worked out well for me, so I'm not complaining. But it definitely would have been fun for sure.
What do you think about what Travis Hunter did? I mean, did you keep an eye on that? He's another Georgia
Yeah.
star like you.
I think it's great, you know. Talk about value, a guy that can play both sides of the ball at a high level. I think that's huge. So that's great for him and his career.
Malaki, you met with the Jaguars yet? Just what would it be like playing Smael Mondon in high school?
Yeah, Georgia, the history they have, that's a really big reason why I chose to come. Guys like them who set the standard before I had came. And I haven't met with the Jaguars yet, but I'll be grateful to get an opportunity.
What do you think about playing with Tyke?
Yeah, just his mind. Taki's one of the smartest people I've ever played with. Just kind of learning under him and the things that he taught me and just the way he went about his business. He's really a pro.
Malaki, what about the top 5 safeties in the order?
Top 5. I'm going to go Kyle Hamilton, Brian Branch, Buda Baker, Xavier McKinney. I'm going to throw Javon Bullard in there.
You mentioned Kyle Hamilton. You've been linked to the Ravens a lot already. What do you think about the possibility of potentially being teamed up with Kyle?
Yeah. Just the way he moves. I watch a lot of his tape because I want to play like him. I want to see how I can put it into my playing style. He's able to move around, be in the box, go cover, be in the middle of the field. So just the kind of versatility that he has, I'm trying to put that in my game as well.
The guy who played in Kirby Smart's defense, and everybody talks about how tough it is. He did it for 3 straight years.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the valuable lessons you learned from playing for him, shooting, landing, all those guys.
Yeah, just tough. We talk about toughness, resiliency, composure, connection. I think that's huge. I think that's the first thing when I learned when I got to Georgia is how to be tough, how to go about my business, how to be a pro. And, when I got there, guys like Chris Smith, guys like Dan Jackson really took me under their wing and just being able to learn the system and kind of, as my years went on, be that guy that they were to me. I think that was huge.
Kirby praised you all the time. I don't want to say you were teacher's pet, but Kirby loved you from the jump. Did he hit you up on the hot mic behind the scenes? And what would he say to you? What was your call out?
Yeah, he very intense. He played the spot, so that's kind of like his baby. He was in every meeting. I'm not going to say some of the things that he said, but no, he was very intense for sure.
Even on you?
Yes, sir.
What are the biggest question marks they've had for you?
Sorry, one more time.
In all your meetings with teams, what are kind of the most common question marks they've got?
Just where I could be, where I could line up. I think that speaks to my versatility. Some guys ask me to line up outside. Some guys want me at nickel. They want me at safety. So it's just where I'll fit in their scheme. I'll play anywhere.
How was it playing more nickel this year compared to the last year?
Yeah, I think it just really helped. I think I'm really comfortable in the slot, just having that experience. And I think just being able to learn the defense. When I'm at the slot, I know what my safeties are doing. I know what my corners are doing. So I'm just able to play with the defense, but also play with my leverage as well. Yeah, really just be myself, get my rest and be myself, and the rest will take care of itself. I was on the phone with Javon Bullard, Tyke Smith, and Kamari Lassiter, and they were just saying, just go be you, and the rest will take care of itself. Yeah, I think people don't look at them all the time how they should, maybe. It's an awesome position. It really is. I think it's the best position you can play, DB in general. You just get to go out there and compete, and I just love it. So I think I want to bring some light to it for sure.
Have you met with the Buccaneers this week?
Yes, sir.
Was that formal or informal?
Formal.
And how'd that meeting go with Todd Bowles, and what would it be like playing that defense?
Yeah, it went really well. And just, Taki being one of my good friends, it'd be great to go team up with him. But like I said earlier, I'll be blessed to play anywhere. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I get to stay home, but I watched them growing up, and, they got great history there. So just being able to, I just want to get my foot in the door anywhere. Sorry, one more time? No, sir. Yeah, I met with them. Awesome coaching staff. I mean, the history they have there, too, as well. I mean, it's crazy. And like I said earlier, Chris was kind of my mentor coming in. So I learned a lot from him. And then, just going against Brock every day. Brock is Brock. There's not too much to say there. So it'd be great for sure.
Yeah, one question about that. Kirby tells the story about how he pissed Brock off by blanketing him. Look at this little freshman coverage, Brock. Do you remember that day, and how much better did it make you to work against Brock Bowers?
Yeah, I think coming in as a freshman, they just came off the natty. I'm trying to find, where I fit, I come in, I'm trying to take a spot. I start at money linebacker in the down package. That's my first starting job, and I think the big reason why I got on the field is during camp, I beat him more than he beat me. And, he was the best tight end in the country, so they figured if I could cover him, I could cover anybody. And I think just going against him, just getting those reps, he's such a great player. The things he do is crazy. So just being able to compete against him really made me hone in my gift.
Cover him, since nobody in the NFL could. How did you cover him in that practice?
Just learning, just watching the way he move, learning how to move my feet, and just competing. I think that was my biggest thing when I got to Georgia. I didn't care where I played. I just wanted to get on the field. So when I got the opportunity, I took it and ran with it.
What's the question during these interviews that caught you by surprise?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
What would it mean to practice against a guy like CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and that?
Yeah, there's great guys all around the league. That's my biggest part, just wanting to come in and want to compete like I said earlier, so it'd be an honor.
The Clemson-Oregon interceptions stand out, but if there's one game, one moment that kind of defines who you are as a player, how do you feel? What you show
Probably Texas. I think when you look at Texas, you look at the tape I'm coming down and covering. I'm making plays from the back end also, but I think when you look at it, my leadership also stands out as well. The first game at Texas was a little crazy with all the stuff being thrown on the field and, just the game, how it was going up and down. But just being able to, keep guys calm, just be in that leader position that I am, that I was able to be in, I think that's a great game to watch.
Malaki, someone that you got to work really closely with was Dan Jackson. It wasn't great with the opportunity to be here. If you could give a pitch to NFL teams on why they should draft him, what would that be?
If you get Dan, you get the whole package. Dan's not here. I hate it, but Dan's that guy. Like I said earlier, I learned from Dan when I first got here. Me and Dan were competing for the same job, and, we ended up working alongside each other. He's like my brother to this day, and I think when you look at Dan, there's nothing he can't do. He's smart, he can cover, he can get in the box, and I think he shows that. He's very physical. I think, he's a gem for sure. Not really. I try to, have my own playing style, but I do look at the way they play, and I try to, put that in my playing style as well.
Georgia DBs are kind of lauded for their versatility in football. What is it about the program that allows you guys to do that?
Yeah, the University of Georgia, they just teach you so much. It's not just about, being physical and, the X and O's. They really teach you like the mental part of the game as well. I think that's the biggest thing. You can't get on the field until they trust you. And I think just being able to learn, sit in those meetings, just the history they have there. Will Muschamp, T-Rob's there now, Coach Smart, Coach Schumann. Just like so many smart guys that really teach football. I think that was the biggest thing when I decided to go to Georgia. Is I really cared about defense and just the standard that they had there just over the whole university. It's just something you want to be a part of. I have not met with the Eagles, but I really just want to come in and create value. I want to be myself. I want to be able to move around. I don't want to change my playing style. I want to be able to be myself, and I think I'll create value for not just myself, but for the team as well.
Malaki, 2 years from now, KJ Bolton's probably going to be standing where you're standing.
Yeah.
What are we going to be saying about KJ, and what enabled him to have the kind of freshman year that he had?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for KJ is he's crazy athletic and he cares. I think, coming in, I kind of was him what Chris was to me, going back to the whole leadership role, how it's just crazy. But no, he's a great athlete, really good kid. And I think, nothing but good things to say about him. One more time? Everybody has different opinions, but mine would be Coach Smart. So.
They said early in your career you was flashy, making a big play, and then when people staying away from you later, opportunities weren't there.
Yes, sir. You could look at it like that. I think I took a different role this year, just being able to be in a position to go play in the slot, maybe shut down on the side of the field that they don't go to, so the players go to the other side or whatever the case may be. But I think, the thing about Georgia, you're not playing by yourself. There's so many playmakers on the field, and the job is to get it done as a group, so it doesn't matter who makes the play as long as it gets made. I think it's the people you bring with you, I think everybody has different leadership styles, and I think different situations calls for how you handle situations. But I think just the people you're able to bring along with you, not just with football, but with life as well. And I think it's how people view you, what they would say about you when you're not around. Mine is different, It goes with the situation. It may be different. Sometimes you may need to yell. Sometimes you may need to pull a guy to the side. It's just different on the situation. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, that'd be great. My freshman year, Jalon Carter sat across from me. And when I got to Georgia, I was expecting, they had all these people, great guys, And I was like, I'm about to walk in the locker room. Some people are probably going to be stuck up or whatever the case may be. But everybody was cool. And I remember JC and Javon Bullard, I remember sitting in my locker one day and JC walked up to me and he was like, go get it. You can do it. I see you. Keep working. And that just kind of gave me that confidence because, if you ask me, JC is the best player I've ever played with, hands down. And I think just the thing that he's doing in the league, you just see it as well. So just being with those guys, that standard, Nolan Smith, those guys really played a really big part in my role at the University of Georgia. So it'd be an honor to go play with them for sure.
Now, did you have a welcome to Georgia moment physically when you were a freshman? You were blocking, what was it? Who put you on your ass?
I had a few. Kendall Milton got me when I first got there. He got me when I first got there, and then covering AD got me when we had call-outs. I called out AD, I called out Ladd. They both got me. Being in that situation, being with guys like that, being able to compete, that's made me who I am today, so I'm grateful for it.
Malaki, what's the most surprising question you can ask during these interviews?
Not really. It's just talking ball. I can talk ball all day. I think that's something I learned at the University of Georgia, just being able to be versatile and just understand my assignment and where everybody's supposed to be. So.
Speaking of that versatility, that's such a huge thing in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You get guys like Ryan Brand,
Yep.
being able to play nickel.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think that's part of your game? You watch Brian and all those guys make it look at just because of your versatility?
Yeah, I met him at a Pro Bowl dinner, so I got to chop it up with him, and I watched a lot of his tape. Like I said earlier, just trying to put his playing style into mine, just being able to move around. I think when you look at it, he comes in and impact right away because of that versatility, just being able to move around, really understand the game of football. So I think that's something that I really want to take over.
Malaki, for you to be able, you mentioned Ladd McConkey, you mentioned, lining up against Bowers. What is it about your skill set that allows you to take on such a range of assignments?
Yeah, I think it's just my athletic ability, but also just my knowledge. Just really falling in love with the process of learning how to cover, learning how to, be a safety, be a slot, be a corner, be a money linebacker. Just learning my assignment and the best way to do it. And I think, I watch a lot of tape, so just being able to see guys how they move, what's the tendencies, just things like that you pick up on with the knowledge that you get, especially at the University of Georgia. So. This year, that's tough. That's tough. You got Marvin Harrison, you got Malik Neighbors, guys that are in the league. You got Golden from Texas. You got AD when he was at Georgia, Ladd, Dominic Lovett. Me and Dom win it every day. I'm really excited to see how his journey goes with this. So, really great guys.
Now, how do you flip the switch? We've been in for 3 years. You're always this nice, easygoing guy. Where does the passion, where does the aggression come from when you get on the field? What's the mindset?
Yeah, football's just kind of been my outlet, since I was a kid. It's just where I go is who I am. It's my space to be myself. I just love it. I compete. I love the game of football.
Are you a trash talker out there? We don't see it or hear it.
No, I stay in my lane unless somebody swears in it. So I just I stay to myself, and I just like to compete.
Malaki, what's the hardest workout you ever did?
Probably my first Friday at the University of Georgia. You got to earn your weekend, so we came in and we did everything, like squat, bench. We did everything, crazy weight, crazy reps, and then he made us grab like a 45-pound weight. We got these steps that lead into the indoor, so we walk down the steps. You had to walk around the field with the weight over your head, and if you put it down, you had 5 sit-ups. So me and my freshman class, we're just all together. So if he put it down, we all had to put it down. So it's just that connection that we built just throughout the years. It was amazing. Yeah, just kind of being myself. Like I said earlier, him and JC, when I first got there, told me to go get it because it's open. And I think just being in that position, I called him the other day just saying, like, hey, like, what do I need to do? There's no secret to any of this. You know, you are who you are, and at the end of the day, you can't run from that. And he just told me to be myself, and it'll work out for itself. One more time? Yes, sir. It was good. I met with him last night. It was really good. Coaching staff is amazing, really intense. Coach Adai's there. He was at the University of Georgia, so I know him pretty well. So just being able to be in that room and, you know, just talk ball, I love it. It's like my space. So.
Versatility has been like the buzzword in this whole podium.
Right.
Who are some of the versatile guys in the NFL? You mentioned Kyle and Tyke, but who are some of the other guys that you watch on tape and are like, I can do that?
Yeah, I think like the guys I watch, like Kyle and I watch Buda Baker, a lot of Tyrann Mathieu early in his career and even now, just being able to move around. Just guys that can make plays wherever. You know, you place them wherever and they can go produce, and I think that's the biggest thing is just being able to produce.
Malaki, for Malaki. I'm kind of curious, you know, what did you learn about a guy like Mykel Williams throughout this season?
Yeah, Mykel's that guy, for sure. And just being able to play behind him, you know, rush and coverage work together, you know. He makes my job easier and I make his easier if we're both on the same page. So just being with a guy like that, watching him move and, you know, like even when I'm rushing, like I'm asking tips, like, hey, like, what can I do here? What can I do there? Just being able to learn, like, just ball in general. So just being with a guy like him was huge.
So your team, Malaki or Jalon?
Say it one more time.
Mykel or Jalon?
I'm taking both. I'm taking both.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Getting better every offseason, you know, not letting the previous season, you know, affect going into the next year. And you know, Coach Joyner is a big piece in that and making me a better player, a more complete player. You know, started playing different positions and just increasing my versatility and being able to produce from, you know, a bunch of different spots on the field. And then on top of that, you know, adding depth and playing against great competition with great players around you, it frees up a lot of space for everybody to work.
Along those lines, you guys had a pretty stout defensive line going as yourself, Walker, previously. What was it like playing alongside all those guys like that?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. You know, you get to compete at practice and in the off season and get each other better. And then once you get, you know, onto the field on Saturday, it's hard to double one guy and then another guy has a night. And I think the three of us, and then you add Git, and Santarin Perkins, and JJP Geese, and then Xavier Harris. I mean, I think all of us recorded multiple sack games this season. So, yeah, it just could be anybody's night any night.
You guys are pretty different players, win in different ways. What do you think separates you?
I think, man, I just have a large arsenal of moves to go to for different sets of hands, different types of offensive linemen, inside, outside, tall, short, punchers, risers, and clampers. I think just having a deep bag like that and being able to, you know, rush from anywhere and against anyone is kind of, you know, creating an edge for me as a prospect.
What do you look for when you're trying to put together a pass rush plan? Like comparing wake up, hey, we're going against these guys. What are you trying to find when you're looking for an edge that you can?
Yeah, we look for, like, hey, the strength of this guy that has changed the direction, how he deals with power versus speed, how he throws his hand, his body posture, a whole bunch of different stuff like that. I take pieces from a lot of guys. My coach, you know, started at Ohio State as a GA, so, you know, he was around Bosa and Chase Young and all those guys, and the footwork is kind of built off what they do. But other guys like Eric Armstead and Cam Jordan, Miles Garrison, some of these, you know, bigger defensive ends that can rush from anywhere, a 5, a 9, a 3, and get work from all over the yard. Yeah, I think that, I just am what you see on tape. I can't rush from here. I can't rush from there. I could play very stout and physical against the run. I'm an every down player, so, what I showed on film, the past 5 years is, who I am truly as a player.
Jared, your team was right on the edge of getting to the playoff. What was going through your mind when it didn't happen, and how do you think you would have performed had you got in?
Yeah, it's a sick feeling. Obviously the SEC is the most competitive conference in America, and there were a lot of teams that their record didn't really showcase, what they were as a team. A lot of sleeper teams, the Vanderbilts and Oklahomas and Floridas that are really good teams, and their records don't say that. So when you lose to them, countrywide, it has a big impact on your playoff chances. So not being able to go and compete in that, it sucked. That was the reason a lot of us came back. So not getting to that. It was awful, but I think we would have had success. I think we would have did well and played like we had played, the whole season.
It looks like next year, or maybe another year, that you may have more guaranteed teams in the SEC, like maybe 4 absolutely make the playoff. Is that something that should happen because you said at a competitive level?
I think, man, with the portal, I think the talent is going to continue to spread out, and a lot of different guys are going to go to a lot of different places. There's going to be a lot of risers from a lot smaller schools and smaller markets. The money is always going to matter. Money is king, and it's prevalent in the SEC. So you never know. I don't make those decisions though.
Jared, you mentioned Cam Jordan. What are some things about him that you just like watching?
Yeah, he plays with a lot of physicality and bend for his length. Another long, explosive guy that kind of I can pick up things from. Really good cross chop. So yeah, just love watching him play and trying to pick things up. Coach, when we do NFL study is always showing clips of him. So yeah, awesome to watch him work.
I know you're from Atlanta, but what do you think about the city?
Yeah, when I was younger, it might have been a thing, but now it's whoever wants to take that opportunity and give me a chance to succeed at the next level and help a team win is wherever I'm comfortable.
You mentioned all the places you can win from the three-tag classic, wherever they line you up. Do you feel like it would benefit you to maybe stick in one spot as a rookie, or do you feel like I want to hit the ground running? I'll do everything.
Yeah, I'll do everything. I got an ability to understand defenses and collect information and understand multiple positions. So I don't think that's a slight in any way. I think that, creates value for myself and creates value for a front seven to have a guy like that can plug and play and understand, and when guys go down and can fill multiple roles and needs. So, yeah, I'm excited to continue being an everyman.
Have there been teams that have been asking you specifically about 5 specifically coming involved from that all? Are you pretty happy with where your weight's at, or are there teams kind of asking you?
Yeah, it's kind of, it's both depending on, what shell they're in and what they do. This team, hey, would you be comfortable losing weight? Hey, would you be comfortable gaining weight? It's not something that I think about day to day. It's not like, high school when you're getting recruited and you have all these options to choose from. So whoever chooses me, they create the job plan and I'm here to follow it.
What's one of the zaniest or weirdest questions you've been asked?
I think it's been pretty chill so far. I think they get you on the board and they like to install some of their stuff and then move away from it and talk about other stuff and then circle back and see if you remember it. So yeah, I like doing stuff like that.
Have you been, did anyone prepare you? Like, hey man, like they do like to throw you off your game and ask you weird questions, like or things like. Were you warned about that? What kind of things were you told?
Yeah, of course, our coaches in Oxford have talked to us about what the experience is going to entail and I guess prepared us for what to expect. They've had guys that have come through in the past, so but nothing too crazy that will catch you off guard. A lot of the stuff that is super crazy like that has to do with your own past, and there's not anything super glaring in my past off the field. So most of the talks are about ball.
Ole Miss is obviously losing a lot of talent. You have so many guys on the combine. Who's next up?
Man, it's a whole bunch of guys. I didn't get to play with them yet, but Prince Will, Xavier Harris, JB, Cam Franklin. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of Will Eccles. Like, it's a whole bunch of guys to look out. And I think, guy who's going to have the biggest year, out of all probably is Santana Perkins. I mean, led the SEC in sacks last year. Probably the biggest sleeper in college football right now.
Can you give me a quick scouting report on Princely and Walter, just because they're in this draft too?
Yeah, just freakish athletes. Walter, a super physical guy, super disruptive guy. Princely's got elite bend for his size and elite twitch and speed. So guys that can really help anybody. Yeah, just kind of a melting pot of different techniques and game styles. It's just kind of one of those unique players that on one Saturday can look like this guy, and on another Saturday versus another opponent look like a totally different guy. Yeah, I've had an informal meeting with them. Yeah. Yeah, so freshman year, our head coach left and went to Camden, somewhere in South Georgia or North Florida, Coach Spire. And then my sophomore year, we brought in Bill Stewart from Mill Creek, and he kind of took a disciplinarian type of approach and changed the shape and trajectory of the program. Freshman year, I just, was regular guy, and then sophomore year I kind of hit a stride and in the off season and ended up getting an opportunity to play early my sophomore year and made some plays, and then we ended up winning the state that year. So continued to build momentum and recruiting started to pick up traction in my junior year, and my mom was super big on academics, so my top 5 was like Stanford, Duke, Tech, and a couple other schools, and so I ended up wanting to stay home. I believed in what Coach Collins was building at Georgia Tech, and that's where I ended up going.
Thanks, Jared.
I grew up in Florida, but I was a Georgia boy at the end of the day. But I'll say for Florida.
Trav, about the financial press that you set the NFL someday?
Nah, that's not my focus right now.
Trav, what do you know about Green Bay, and are you excited to kind of begin your career at the draft at Atlanta?
Yeah, definitely excited to get out there and get my name called, but I don't know nothing for real about Green Bay.
Trav, your decision to come and work out at DB, what was behind it?
There was no decision. I mean, I'm listed as both.
What were your impressions of the Jaguars?
My impressions of the Jaguars, I don't want to get no impressions on any team, but all the teams that I met with, I had good impressions with.
Travis, what do you know with the career that you've done in college football, Heisman, Little, been there, Cardinal points, do you feel like that you stamped yourself as one of the 10 best college football players to ever play the game?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I stamped myself. I mean, I have some of the top awards and the biggest award in college football, so I feel like, I stamped myself.
Travis, one of your biggest plays in college was that pick against TCU, breaking down that 5-yard quarterback. Was that something you saw on film, or more of an instinctual thing?
Definitely something we saw on film, and definitely something we worked on in practice, but it was definitely an instinctive thing.
Travis, being able to be here, a lot of people were upset which way HBCU coming out of high school. Being able to get here, how do you feel being able to put on not only Colorado, but for HBCUs?
I feel like I put on good, and I hope they accept me for doing what I did. Next question. In the NFL, I got my own unique play style. I play both sides of the ball. Not that many people in the NFL have done it. Everybody know I can light up a room just by walking in. I always have a smile on my face. I bring the excitement, and I'm a great communicator.
What do you think of those guys pronounced commercials? Do you want to be in one, maybe?
Yeah, I definitely want to be in one. I can't wait to go to the house and be able to film one of those.
What do you like about it?
It's just super funny and it's genuine.
What would your dream brand collaboration be outside of it?
I don't have a dream brand collaboration.
What are teams telling you about whether we should play and different for each team?
I did some meetings at receiver, did some meetings at DB, so it's still up in the air. They say nobody has ever done it for real the way I do it, but I tell them that I'm just different. I'm a different person.
I get to top 5 corners in the game.
I don't have a top 5.
How important for you to go number 1?
You said what? That's super important. That was one of my dreams, go number 1 and be the best I can be.
Why play 100 plays a game on both sides of the ball? Like, you play both sides of the ball, 10 plays on one side, full time on the other. Why at the NFL level do you think you can do both plays full time?
I mean, nobody have done it, but I feel like I put my body through a lot. I do a lot of treatment. People don't get to see that part, what I do to my body to make sure I'm 100% each game, but I feel like I can do it because nobody have done it, and I know I can do it. I did it at college level, which the game is, we rarely get breaks, and it's a lot more breaks in the NFL. What you said? Just my attitude and my competitiveness.
Travis, playing both sides of the ball, your film process must be unique looking at both sides of the ball. How do you study film and what are you looking for in opposing receivers game?
I mean, that's a long question and a long answer, but I just go in there and you look at every guy different. Every guy's not the same. Everybody have a unique style. So I try to find a unique style of what that guy has, and I try to lock and key in on it.
Travis, you were on the cover of TMZ last year. Who do you think's going to be on the cover this year?
I think I should be on another cover.
Hey Travis, if Travis Hunter was covering Travis Hunter, who comes down?
Travis Hunter.
Travis, have you had a chance to do the Patriots yet?
Next question. You said, how did we push each other? We competitive, we want to see each other win, so we are probably the most hardest on each other because we know what we can do and we know what type of player we are going to grow into be. Next question. I really haven't talked to him. I think he just gave me my space and let me go through the stuff by myself. I've been doing it for a long time, so I feel like I can keep doing it. I can't hear you. I can get the ball in the end zone.
Pre-game style, are you going for affirmative action, making a statement, or comfort?
What you said?
Pre-game style, are you going
Nah, I go for comfort. Yeah, I love to be comfortable.
Do you remember the last time you were exhausted playing football? Is that often?
The last time I've been exhausted, it doesn't happen really often because I put my body through so much during the week, and I know how to treat my body. I know what my body needs to be ready.
What do you think about Jeremiah Smith?
He's good, very good player. I mean, yeah, I will hope for them to let me go out and earn the other position, but it's up to them, not me. I want to be 100%, but it's up to the organization. What did I learn? You out there by yourself, it's good to not have family around when it's time to lock in. I did a lot of extra studying by myself and also going up to the coach's office when nobody's there. I mean, my grandma, she used to sign me up for football when I was 4 years old, so that's all I know is football. The Little League is crazy out there. You think you're in a college football stadium. Now, and coming out of high school, yeah, he was probably the only coach that actually seen me doing it. Nah, I don't care. I'd rather just be on the football field playing football.
What does that preparation look like? You're preparing both receiver and corner in your workouts, leading up to this moment.
I spend equal time on both sides of the ball. I get my time in how it's all football for me. I have nothing else to worry about. So.
Hey Travis, can you describe the relationship you have with Beyonce and kind of how he's impacted you along the way?
It's a lot of things that he have done for me outside of football, which is like being a father figure to me. So I can go to him for anything and with anything. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be more coming because I know I put my body through a lot, but hopefully it becomes a thing. I don't have no prediction. Cold tubs, hot tubs, cryo, chamber, red lighting, just a lot of stuff.
It seemed like yesterday you were playing Coliseum.
It means a lot to me. You know, I'm one of the top guys to come out of Coliseum, so hopefully they're proud of me and I'm going to keep going. What makes his game so special? His accuracy and his love for the game. He's a diehard for football and love to compete. I'm going to play both. That's not my job to figure it out. I like to play both sides of the ball. If they give me the opportunity to play both sides of the ball, I'm going to play both sides. Toughest corner, probably from either Nebraska or Oklahoma State, and the toughest receiver is definitely T-Mac from Arizona. No, sir. No. I'm very confident. I believe he's definitely the best quarterback in this draft.
What's more difficult, you do in football or what
Probably me, what I do in football, because it's a lot on your body. You know, Tunney, he's a great player, but you got to do a lot in football. I'll be probably playing basketball or I'll be fishing. I used to watch a lot of Jerry Jeudy because he's from Florida and I'm from Florida, so I kind of copy his movements a lot. But other than that, there's really no other player that I stout my game after. I didn't have no load management at Colorado. You know, Coach Farm pretty much let me do what I felt was right for my body. I'm the only person that knows what's right for my body. So I did a lot of treatment, a lot of training. I always woke up early to get to where I needed to be.
Did any of that, kind of surprise, whether it's like track, swimming, long distance, I'm trying to figure out what is the key component of your conditioning?
My key component is probably just getting up and walking around all day. Yeah.
What do you think makes South Florida so special in terms of
You said what?
What do you think makes South Florida so special in terms of football players?
Who?
South Florida, in terms of producing football players.
It's a different grit out there. Everybody's hard on you out there, and you grow up different from everybody, but and the kids are a lot faster, so.
Have you gone into the recovery process along during these interviews? Have you talked to NFL teams about what that would look like for you to recover a few games?
Yeah, I definitely told them what I like to do. You know, I have a set schedule of what I like to do for the recovery.